Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss something really important. You know what is that? The topic is grammar important for spoken English? Okay, I repeat, is grammar significant for English learners? So before I actually give you an answer for this, okay, let me quickly share my screen with you and let's begin the discussion. Okay, friends? So, what do you feel? Is grammar important for English? What is your take on it? What is your take on it? Come on, tell me. You can use the comment box and comment on it. Okay, so now let me quickly show you something. Okay, let me quickly show you something. Okay, do you believe in this first impression matters? Certainly, first impression does matter. Yeah. Now, what do you see on the screen? What do you see on the screen? So you see a cake which is unfinished, which is not really very decorative. Okay. Though it is ready to eat, but it looks incomplete. Yeah. And on the other side, you have a completely finished, well decorated cake. Now, when you go to the market, which cake will you buy? An unfinished cake, okay, something like this, which is in blue, or a finished one. Yeah. Now, this is exactly where the answer to this question lies. Is grammar important for your spoken English? Language means being able to communicate your ideas, okay, in appropriate sentences and proper sentence structures. Now, how will you make a perfect sentence structure or a proper sentence structure without knowing the fundamentals of grammar? Will you be able to do that? Yeah. Will you be able to do that? Certainly not. Okay. So for employers, for the world outside, if you really want to look complete, if you really want to, show that excellent communication skills, okay, it is important, it is imperative that you work on your grammar and try to use the fundamentals of grammar in your day-to-day English. Okay. So, yes, if you really want to grow in your professional career, if you really want to learn English, okay, if you really want to learn error free English, if you really want to make your English flawless, okay, grammar is important. Okay. So, but yes, when I say grammar is important, not everything about grammar is important. Not everything is important. There are certain things which is like a must know. You have to know that. Okay, you have to know what is the subject verb agreement because the entire structure of English language is based on subject verb agreement. You have to know tense. You cannot communicate in the in the right sentence structures and with the right time zones, giving a reference to the right time zones without having a fair idea of tense. Yeah. You have to know indirect speech. You have to know voice. Okay. You have to know prepositions. You have to know punctuations for your written English. You cannot do away with punctuations, especially in the professional world. Yeah. So there are certain things which are absolutely very, very important for you to include in your English language. If you really want to master that language, if you really want to make that language a skill, English is a life skill. Okay. So if you make it your skill, if you want to make it your skill, you have to make sure that you work on certain applied aspects of grammar. Yes, friends. Okay. So with this, my answer is yes. Okay. It is yes. It is a yes if. Yes if. You know when? If you are actually looking for anything, if you're aiming for a good promotion, if you want to grab an overseas opportunity, if you are planning to crack any of the competitive exams like IELTS, SAT, CAT, GMAT, okay, if you really are hunting for a lucrative job opportunity, Okay, if you really want to beat the competition, yeah, if you really want to be complete in your personality, if you really want to be complete to show the world that you are the one who can grab the right professional opportunities, so English is a master tool. English language is a master tool, friends. Okay, so yes, it's a yes if you are looking for any of these opportunities, if you're really looking for a growth in your career. Yeah, friends. Let me show you a very interesting slide. Can you see this? Now, this is something that I have picked up from Business Standard, and it was in a 2018 edition. Okay. So now look at this. What is the importance of communication English skills at different levels in multinational companies? Can you see this pyramid? So if you just want to be an executive, you can have 40% of your English skills, in place. If you want to climb the ladder, as soon as you want to jump to the position of assistant managers, you have to make sure that 62% of your language is in place. Okay. If you want to be a manager, 75%. If you want to be a president or a VP, 91%. Okay. So now you decide what is your, path of career. Okay. Where do you really want to, be in your career? Right. So this is exactly what the answer is. If you really want to grow, if you want to make sure that you can grab international assignments, for that matter, even good national assignments, okay, English is important. And English with grammar is of utmost importance. Okay, friends? Yeah. Now, let's understand another perspective to it. You know what is another perspective to it? So, my answer in the first situation was yes, grammar is important if you're really looking to grow as a personality, as a professional. Yeah, because that's where your English will elevate, will get uplifted with grammar. However, there is another perspective to it. You know what is that perspective? If you are not familiar with basic English and you're just you know you just are like just starting, you just want to start learning English, you know nothing about English. Okay, so that's when I would not insist you to know the entire grammar. Okay, so if you're just a beginner, if you're just a beginner, just like a baby is, then it's time that you start listening. Okay, so by listening, you can actually grab the language. How does a child picks up his language? He picks up only by listening. He starts making sentences only by listening. He barely has any idea of grammar. Yeah. So basically, when you're watching something, even if you're watching a Hindi content or a content in your respective mother tongue, Gujarati, Marathi, Bengali, Tamil, whatever it is, just look at the captions, look at the subtitles, and start learning from the subtitles. Start listening, to English content, getting it. And that's how you can, start picking up the language. And once you have picked up the basics of the language, once you can manage basic English, that's when you can work on your grammar, infuse grammar in your day-to-day English, and elevate your English quotient. So, if you are really keen to elevate your English quotient, to uplift your English quotient, friends, I welcome you to my community, which is English Life Skill Hub. Okay. And in my community, we make sure that every day we grow in our language. Okay. In terms of learning new words, in terms of infusing the applied aspects of grammar, including idioms, phrasal verbs, and whatnot. So we aim at holistic growth in actually elevating our English quotient. So if you are interested, if you really want to elevate your English quotient and become a better professional, a better personality, you can check the description, get in touch with us, and we will help you elevate your English quotient. Okay, friends? So that's about it. So my answer is certainly a yes. Grammar is important if you are aiming to grow in life, professionally and personally. And if you're just a beginner, then I would suggest do not pay much attention to grammar, but just start listening to English content and start picking up things. Okay, friends. So with this, I will wind up this video and see you soon in the next video. Please do comment and let me know your views on it. Yes, friends. Thank you so much and goodbye.